At 70 years old, you'd think Kevin Costner might be slowing down. But instead, he's making headlines once again, this time for his love life. After a messy divorce that played out like a Hollywood drama, the Yellowstone star has been spotted with someone new. And she's not just anyone. She's director Kelly Noonan Gores, a woman with her own story of heartbreak, resilience, and rebuilding. Sources say the two are casually dating, but fans can't help but wonder, is this just a light connection, or the spark of something bigger? Kevin Costner has quietly stepped back into the dating world, and it didn't take long for whispers to spread. According to multiple reports, he's now casually seeing director Kelly Noonan Gores. The two first crossed paths through mutual friends, and while their bond is still fresh, insiders say Kelly already thinks the Oscar-winning actor is wonderful and interesting. For Costner, it's nothing too serious just yet, more of a light, easy connection after the turbulence of his divorce. But even a casual spark from a Hollywood legend tends to ignite speculation. And when you look at who Kelly is, the story gets even more intriguing. Before her name started trending alongside Kevin Costner, Kelly Noonan Gores was already living through her own storm. At 46, she finalized her divorce from billionaire Alec Gores in 2024, ending an 8-year marriage that she once described as deeply painful. On her Heal with Kelly podcast, she admitted the split was excruciating, even though she was the one who initiated the conversation. She said neither of them really wanted it, and called it the hardest year of her life. Beyond the public spotlight, she's also a mother to her young daughter, Riley, who's just 6 years old. For Kelly, life after divorce wasn't about rushing into romance, it was about survival, healing, and finding stability again. But that was only the beginning of her challenges. As if divorce wasn't heavy enough, Kelly's year spiraled into even more chaos. Not long after separating from her husband, the unthinkable happened. Her home in Pacific Palisades burned down. In a single night, she lost not just a house, but the sense of safety she'd been clinging to during a fragile time. Sources close to her revealed that dating has never been her priority since then. Instead, she's been pouring her energy into her daughter and into rebuilding her own health, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. For most people, that kind of devastation would have kept love completely off the table. Yet somehow, in the middle of all that loss, Kevin Costner appeared in her orbit. And his own recent past proves he knows exactly what it means to start over. Kevin Costner's love life hasn't exactly been calm waters either. In 2024, he finalized his divorce from Christine Baumgartner after nearly 2 decades of marriage. What started as a quiet split quickly turned into a public battle, complete with court hearings, property disputes, and headlines that seemed endless. Christine had filed in May 2023, citing irreconcilable differences, but what followed was a year of tense negotiations and very little privacy. For Kevin, who had built an image of stability as both a Hollywood star and a family man, the divorce was a dramatic shift. It wasn't just the end of a marriage, it was the closing of a chapter that defined much of his personal life. And while Kevin was trying to keep things grounded, Christine was already moving forward in her own surprising way. While Kevin was untangling himself from the legal drama of divorce, Christine Baumgartner didn't waste time stepping into a new chapter. Just months after the split, she was linked to financier Josh Connor, a longtime friend and former neighbor of the couple. By early 2024, reports confirmed the two were officially together, and before long, engagement rumors turned into reality. For some, it was a shock how quickly Christine seemed to move on. But for Kevin, the priority remained steady: his children. He and Christine share 3 kids, Caden, now 18, along with 16-year-old twins Hayes and Grace. Despite their differences, both parents showed up in Santa Barbara to support Caden at his high school graduation, though they kept their distance in photos. It was a rare glimpse of unity, even as their lives head in completely opposite directions. And that contrast makes Kevin's current approach to dating all the more telling. Turning 70 didn't slow Kevin Costner down, it gave him a new perspective. According to sources close to him, he's in a good place, spending time with family and friends, and not rushing into anything serious. After decades of Hollywood fame, blockbuster films, and a long marriage, Kevin seems content with simplicity. That's why this connection with Kelly Noonan Gores makes so much sense. It isn't a whirlwind romance or a headline-grabbing scandal, it's light, easy, and fits perfectly with the stage of life he's in. For Kevin, it's about enjoying the present moment rather than planning the future. And for Kelly, still healing from heartbreak and loss, that same casual pace might be exactly what she needs. But as every fan knows, casual can sometimes turn into something much more. When you look at Kevin and Kelly side by side, the connection feels almost poetic. Two people who've walked through heartbreak, loss, and the wreckage of marriages, yet somehow found themselves drawn together. Friends say Kelly admires Kevin deeply, calling him wonderful and fascinating, while Kevin enjoys her presence without the pressure of a serious relationship. It's not hard to see why their paths align. Both are at crossroads in life, both are parents, and both are trying to rebuild after painful chapters. To some, it looks like a rebound. To others, it's two people offering each other comfort when they need it most. And in Hollywood, where romances can ignite in an instant, fans are already speculating, could this casual connection grow into something lasting? Or is it simply a story of healing, shared between two souls who know what it means to start over? In the end, what's unfolding between Kevin Costner and Kelly Noonan Gores isn't a Hollywood fairy tale, it's something far more relatable. Two people, both scarred by heartbreak, simply crossing paths at the right moment. For now, it's casual, light, and without pressure. But that doesn't make it any less fascinating. After all, Kevin is a man stepping into a new decade of life with freedom and wisdom, while Kelly is a woman rebuilding after loss and fire, both literal and emotional. Whether this connection stays a gentle spark or grows into something bigger, one thing is clear, it's a story people are watching closely. So what do you think? Is Kevin ready for love again, or is this just a friendship with a flicker of romance? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more celebrity stories you won't hear anywhere else.